We all plant some trees before, right? Or at least we all see trees. Well, imagine that there's a huge tree right in front of you. There are lively green leaves, birds are singing and flying around it. But it is obvious to notice that numbers of branches are dying. They're eaten by pests and dropping on the ground. The huge tree itself is our society. Those dying branches are those groups of people that we call them as social outsiders. They are migrant workers, penning the same item part thousands of times a day in some factories like Foxconn. They are peasants, farming beside a dangerous cliff but earning only $300 a year for the whole family. They are beggars, knees down on the street, having their hands stretching out and asking for money. But on the other side of the picture, we are sitting in our house, having televisions, smartphones, and all these stuffs. But not so far away from us, we are so close to poverty. There will be a beggar on your way to have lunch across the street. Will be a beggar knocking at the window when you drove back home. Or when you take subway, there will be beggars singing to beg for money. But the good news is, most of us try to help those beggars. We give our money or donate to some NGOs. We did what we could do to possibly help them to get rid of poverty. As we can see from data that the number of people in our world who are living under extreme poverty, which is defined as living off about $1.25 a day, that has fallen from 50% to 15%. This is a massive progress. But here's the part that you may not know before. If we move the poverty mark just up to $2 a day, it turns out that virtually the same 2 billion people who were stuck in harsh poverty decades before were still stuck there. So why? Why after so many years of our hard work, these people are still stuck in poverty? I noticed how Gary Hagen, the president of International Justice Mission, told his theory about poverty.
The truth is, the poor of our world are trapped in whole systems of violence.
Let us apply this to China's situation. Have you ever seen any children begging on the street? Have you ever seen those 8-year-old kids who had their arms broken? Have you ever seen little girls having their knees on the ground and begging for money? Have you ever thought about that they are forced by violence? That they are not willing to beg, but hurt by someone and threw on the street to beg for money? And the money is not for them, but will ultimately be into the hidden villain's pocket. That's how a large group of China's beggars are suffering with. This violence is the pest that is eating the tree, brutally takes away all the nutrition. But how does this happen? Pest folding is mainly caused by the absence of their natural enemy, all kinds of birds. They're not in position. The bird is our law. This absence is our absence of our law enforcement. The issue is caused by the failure of our law enforcement. The beggars who are forced by violence are living outside the protection of law. We can easily assess the public security like police officers, but there are countless beggars who do not have any money or equipment to protect themselves. So what we can do now? The things we can do to help those beggars is really simple. We met a beggar on the street, call the police, connect beggars with public security. It seems like we are not really helping those beggars, but give the task to our public security forces. But not really. You are doing your job as an agent or a bridge to send the information to someone who have the ability to directly help those people. So pick up your phone and offer in your helping hand. This is a chance that we can do to make the tree come alive again.